What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna start up this vehicle. If your car got an extended or long crank, it takes a long time to start up, meaning you turn the key, the car goes then it starts up, and you maybe have to press the gas pedal. It could be a lot of things, okay? It could be simple as cleaning the throttle body. But here's a vehicle. We're gonna talk about a few things. We're not gonna be repairing nothing. We're just gonna be talking about so I can educate you guys a bit. So this vehicle, sometimes it starts up good, sometimes it doesn't start up good. Let's see where we stand up today. I just gotta grab the keys over here, and so this vehicle kind of hesitated a few times, and I narrowed it down a little bit, and we'll talk about it. So it kind of starts up pretty good now. I gave it an overnight stay, but let's go into the hood and talk about a few things. So I got a few components here. We're gonna talk about a few things. So first of all, you need a good mechanic, okay? Trustworthy mechanic with equipment, scan tool, high-end scan tool. You can't have that $25, $50 AutoZone scan tool. You need something like Snap-on or something else, something that's like $2,000. Autel does a good job. But anyways, let's talk about your vehicle. Let's say your vehicle does this in the morning or at the end of the day, or it does it only on the first start. After that, it's good throughout the day. So there's gonna be a lot of things taking factor here, okay? First of all, is your vehicle up to maintenance? Meaning, have you done fuel injection? Have you done throttle body cleaning? Have you done all that? Have you done tune-ups on time? Have you changed filter? All that matters, okay? I'm gonna go grab another sensor. I'll be right back. So here's another sensor. I have to go get this so I can show you guys. So first of all, let's talk about issues that I had. Okay, the most common issue that I had on a vehicle that had a long or slow crank start was a cam sensor. Cam sensor tend to not give a good signal when they're cold or when they're hot. It can vary, okay? It can vary in a different temperature range. The sensor can work good when it's cold, or it cannot work good when it's cold. Your timing could be stretched, it could be other issues. Timing guys worn out. But anyways, so what the key, this is a cam sensor. There's also a crank sensor. This is a crank pulley. It works the same way. If it was a camshaft, it would still give it that signal. If this thing gives a weak signal, if you put it out to the market, it's still gonna do a shitty job. Try to get an original piece, okay? So what it does is, all it does is reads those, so on a startup, it wants to, computer needs signal. Computer needs to see where the engine stands at, how much fuel and when to inject, okay? So this is the sensors. You need to check the outputs of these sensors. Sometimes it's a good idea to just change them. Like on my vehicle, I just changed them after like 100,000 miles. Okay. Also, I had vehicles that had a weak battery. There was no issue with the car, just the battery was crappy, terminals was dirty. So those are the things you want to look out for, okay? But do your regular maintenance, okay, regular time. This thing is a MAF airflow sensor, okay, MAF. So the job of this is to check how much is going through, and then that's how much the fuel the computer would put in. You have to service these two, okay? If these things are bad, they're not gonna work properly either. So what it takes is $10 spray bottle here. This is a MAF cleaner. A MAF airflow sensor, we call it a MAF. That's all it takes. Put it right back, let it dry off. It's gonna start up crappy right after the first cleanup, but this can cause a very delayed, long crank. It's not one of the common issues, but it will do that, okay? Okay, I also had a vehicle, so cam sensor was the main, batteries and starters were weak. Spark plugs, if you're not getting a good arc in there, it's not gonna do its thing, okay? So if you haven't done a tune-up, do a tune-up. I'm gonna throw this right back. A rag and a throttle body cleaning. This is one of the worst surveys. No, this is one of the best surveys, but this is one of the common that people lack to do on their vehicle. They don't want to pay $80, $90. I charge you sometimes $80, $90. Some vehicle I have to take off so much, I gotta do a little bit more. So if the throttle body is blocked, if you press the pedal and the car starts up, that means your throttle body is choking the engine. That means this MAF sensor can't do its job because the air needs to flow. It needs to have some type of flow. This is all it takes. Spray this in there, clean it. What's this gonna cost you? $10 spray and 5-cent rack tissue, wipe. Okay, so those are all the common issues that came across for a slow or long crank. Okay, sometime in the morning, the engine takes so long because it's cold. I had that issue with my personal car. There was a vehicle I had. This one was a fuel diaphragm. Some vehicle will have a weak pump. If you turn the key, let's say every morning your car takes so long to start. Next morning, what you want to do is you want to turn the key on accessory. Do not crank the engine. Turn it on accessory. Give it a 10 seconds. Turn it off. Do that again. Give it a 10 seconds. Turn it off. Do that again on accessory. What you have done now is successfully you prime the pump. You prime the fuel lines. That the fuel is ready to be delivered. You have no pressure for it to go in there. So let's say you get in the car and you turn your key and then car is a slow crank. That's one way to determine that you have a lack of fuel in the engine. Lack of fuel, low pressure, you're not gonna have a check engine for none of that. So all this stuff I told you, probably not gonna have a check engine for any of this stuff unless some of the sensors go bad, okay? I did have quotes for cam sensor. They came in, the car doesn't want to start, or prior to that, if it's delayed start, little by little, the cam sensor died. If you disconnect your cam sensor, the car will still start. Some cars have 2 cam sensors. If you hook up a scan tool, you can see the signal. Compare the signal. They both gotta be equal, about equal. I also had Hondas. The VTECs are issue. The oil pressure is issue. It will act stupid on the highway. But anyway, guys, hopefully my video helps you guys out. It's a lot of talk, but sometimes the talk can lead you to find the issue on your vehicle. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share my videos, give it thumbs up, and if you want to donate something, I do have a PayPal link. It does help me, and it does help other people that I help out on the street. Sometimes a homeless person, I buy them food and stuff. But all a good cause. Hopefully the video helps you out, and give it thumbs up.